Oh, damn it.
Let's sound check here. My Chinese food poops have been easily, I'd say, an 8.5 out of 10 on the splatter scale. It's
on the splatter scale.
Yeah. Like it doesn't sound like someone's plunging a toilet when I go, but it definitely they definitely skip off the water like someone threw a stone on a pond. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm more interested in the sound that you're making up top. Like what's happening there? I feel like it's never a serious poop if you don't have to make a sound. Yeah. It's an okay poop.
Yeah.
But when you're like, oh, it kind of sounds like pooping. Like a bad poop is a good cum. It's sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
That was like an epiphany that you just spat at me.
Well, speaking of poop, I got to get a colonoscopy.
Really?
And yeah.
Do you really?
I do.
Like court ordered?
Like yeah, judge. Better get that butt scoped, buddy. Get the fuck out of my courtroom. Here's the weird thing. I have the name Joe tattooed on my butt. And my doctor's my GI's name is Dr. Joseph last name. So
no.
No. It gets worse though. It gets worse. It gets a lot worse. I work at a GI place, and so like a year ago, I had the brilliant idea, like, why don't I just see one of the doctors here? So like, this is also a guy named Joe that I work with.
Oh no!
Whose name that I have tattooed on my ass, and other people that I work with. It's not like it's just you and the doctor in the room for a colonoscopy. So he's going to think I'm a super fan.
I gotta say, man,
but it's not. It's for Joe Perry.
The balls it takes to have someone look up your butt where you work every day. Like, I couldn't do it.
I don't know if I could do it. I think I'd rather die of colon cancer, honestly. Like,
I think that's your only option. You just have to die from colon cancer.
Right? Like,
because like, what's the other option? You have to eat lunch with Joe every once in a while. Like,
I always have to be like, hey, doctor, just avoid contact for however long in there. I also want to change my sort of podcast host presence. Like, I've always been kind of back here. Then you have people who are like Howard Stern, who are just really loud but 8 inches away. I think I want to be like up just the whole get in there. Every show from here on, just real up close and personal. Yeah. I really want you to hear the gristle.
I want to hear every.
I want you to hear the nodes on my vocal cords. I want to hear just really
every inhale.
Intimate.
You know, like just. Yeah. I want to feel like we're huffing paint in a garage when we're 13. You know, just I want to hear. Exasperated
just
exhale.
To not let you escape the conversation that makes you think about having to see the doctor that gives you a colonoscopy.
Right.
You know, like there's going to be that one lunchtime where he makes the joke where he's like, hey, Derek, do you want one of my yogurts? You could probably use it. I hope he finger guns.
I've been up there.
I hope he finger guns in your open gaping asshole or whatever. Like, I don't know.
I hope he does it when I'm asleep and never tells me about it. He just goes, good job. Looks clean to me.
Doing good.
And then on like your birthday, he's like, I got a present for you. It's a video of him doing it. I hope he finger guns you, but they're just shockers. He goes, hey,
right.
Get the butthole.
We just, I don't know how we got to Derek being sexually assaulted.
Yeah, I'm happy we're here though. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh man, how's everybody doing today,
hey guys?
Chris, we never asked you how you're doing first.
Yeah, how's it been going?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, first and foremost.
Actually, this was a bad idea. Scott, how you doing?
Ready to podcast.
Oh,
pants are off, boys.
Oh, pants are off. God, good move.
Sorry,
Power move. It's been a while.
Sorry for the audio listeners. We're all I don't know. I just got done dumping a bunch of super greasy Pizza Hut down my gullet.
Okay, I thought you were about to commentate on the expulsion of Pizza Hut. I thought we were about to get the
Oh, well, I might commentate on it because I feel like it might knock on Daddy's back door.
Oh man!
Don't ever say that out loud ever again in any context.
Yeah. Like, is the doorbell broken? Is he checking the meter? What's he doing back there?
Like, the one time was great, but if you ever say it again, it's gross.
What if I answered it? Finger guns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also have a Heineken to drink here during the podcast, God. Which I usually don't. I usually abstain from drinking during the podcast because I got to mix it later. But I don't want to get super sleepy. But we're doing this on a Monday, and just for everybody who's at home, we're going to be doing it on like midweek moving forward. So I don't think we've settled on a date yet, but things are kind of up in the air. Surprise. But hey, you get them when you get them, so shut up.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
I like this new on the mic D-Rock over here. I'm liking it.
And thank you for being here. We appreciate your continued listenership or viewership.
Yeah. But I'm doing good. I had kind of a shit day at work, but I'm not letting that get me down because I'm talking to two of my best buddies. Derek, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Just, except for the impending, just like fucking eternal stomachache of, just nervousness for this colonoscopy. The procedure, I've had multiple of them. It's nothing at all. You're just asleep for like a second and then you wake up and they're like, you don't have colon cancer. Go home. But when you have the name Joe tattooed on your ass and the first name of the doctor doing its name is Joseph, I'm horrified. Please, Scott, you go. Let's change the subject.
I feel terrible. Boys, I feel like the backboard at an Orlando Magic game circa 1992 right now. Like, I feel like Shaquille O'Neal just took a greasy dump directly in, like he bored a hole into my head and took a greasy shit in it. Yeah, it's not good.
You know what's weird? Every time you say you feel like shit, you look great.
Oh, thank you.
So I feel like you need to like anytime you have a date, just get shit faced the night before.
Okay. I'm so hungover. I brushed my teeth, gang, 3 times since I woke up. And my mouth still feels like I'm made out with a truck stop prostitute. Like, I can't get that taste out of my mouth. It's fucking horrible.
That's a good night. Yeah. It's a night well spent.
I have a surprise for you guys, though. We got a fan email.
Oh, hey, check it out.
Yeah, the title is Upcoming Changes to Our PayPal Legal Agreements. I'm really excited to figure out what the content of our body is. God bless you guys. Nobody ever emails us.
I was hoping it was going to be mean.
Every time you highlight that no one emails us, it just bums me out. Can we save that towards the end of the podcast?
Yeah, we can save that news for later. I mean, I guess I'm just keeping all this because it's all pretty much golden.
I feel like it's Chris like passive aggressive.
You just interrupted.
I did. I did. I'm so.
No, don't you apologize? You had something important to say. Clearly, it has to be of the utmost importance if you interrupted. Not even the
Percy Jackson.
The middle.
You better ride that lightning.
He already had one out. So, I mean, the floor is yours, right?
I'm sorry.
No.
I was just going to say that it was a passive-aggressive way of trying to get people to email us. And that I wish that it worked more. I'm sorry, Chris. Please continue.
I guess. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like we're all like super tired.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. Welcome to the Cynical Nerd. My name is Chris, joined as always, since we've already done our introductions by Derek and Scott. This is episode 38, and we only have one main topic tonight, but I think that's okay because I'm feeling pretty loosey-goosey. And we're also, as we discussed last week, trying to drop the format down to like an hour and some change. And we failed at that last week. We hit 2 hours, which is okay. I thought it was a good episode.
It's our shortest in a while, and we still
it is our shortest in a while.
15 minutes of just shitting on Kevin Smith. So I feel like it was time well spent.
Yeah. Which totally makes sense, yeah.
Totally makes sense. All right, I guess we could just get into it. I don't have anything else to talk to. Any other news for the Bulls, the Bullies, either here or listening abroad?
I can't tell if it's because I'm super hungover or if it's just because we haven't done this in a while, but I'm like antsy, boys. I'm a little... It's like that.
You're a little nervous?
It's the first date flutters you get. And you're like, I'm walking into the bar. She already sitting down. But I have to do that thing where I look around like fucking Foghorn Leghorn for 20 minutes. Where's she at? You know?
Can I tell you something? I have gotten a little bit nervous before every single episode that we've ever recorded.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just so nervous. I'm a little bitch. What can I say? Just a scaredy little boy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Here's what I wanted to say before we begin. Just to really double down and let everybody who's at home listening know just how hungover Scott is. He usually streams overnight. He's a night owl. He usually works overnight. So he streams, long, big, thick, chode-like, long dick, like beer can streams.
Right.
Okay.
And so very often, and it actually works out well for Horse Chat. Very often, he's up in the morning when we're all going to work, so we're all talking as if we're on the same schedule. But Scott's been up all night doing fun shit, and we're all doing the shitty work. So this morning, I get up and I get to work and I log in and I'm doing the emails and all that stupid shit. And I look over and I'm like, oh, he's still streaming. What's he doing? And this man, much like a gold miner and like an old prospector in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon, he is hiccuping because he's so drunk to where I can almost see like the drawn bubbles in the air come out of his mouth. And just smashing his face against this one section in Last of Us 2. Like, you were so laser focused that there were segments where you were just and you weren't. You were like, I'm not talking to any of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna kill this goddamn.
And I didn't. So, spoiler alert, I didn't do it. I gave up. I drank every beer I had in the fridge. Got so drunk that I had to literally crawl down the stairs and eat cold Chinese food. Didn't even microwave it, just like a fucking animal. Like,
oh god, been there. Yeah. Dude, when I streamed the 7 remake, dude, like the last 3 streams I did of that, completely blackout drunk. I remember none of it, and people were like, "Remember last night when you?" And I'm like, "Ooh, not really."
Nope.
Oopsie.
All right, now that I got that out of my system, I'm ready to continue with some news. It's news. This first piece is a weird one. We know there's a Sonic 2. We know that the Academy Award-winning Sonic film is going to have a follow-up sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And we know that Knuckles was going to be involved. Knuckles and Miles. I think Miles was in the end of the first one as like a teaser, I believe. Idris Elba is going to be voicing Knuckles. Why, you ask? Simple. Money. It's the only thing I got. I love Idris Elba. I think he's a great actor. It feels weird. Yeah. Feels weird, man. For this casting, but I mean, sure, he's probably going to do fine.
I mean,
right?
he's going to do fine, but it's going to be ridiculous, right? Like, he has such a booming, rich, beautiful voice that working opposite Ben Schwartz is going to be comical, right? Like,
I forgot
Ben Savage makes more sense than Idris Elba does in this role. Like, anybody, but good for him, he deserves some money. Fantastic as Bloodshot. Love you, baby boy.
It's the weirdest thing that I'm not upset about whatsoever. Like, it was the most unexpected announcement that I just kind of immediately was like, yeah, that's cool though. But I hate what's his name. Who voices Sonic?
Ben Schwartz.
You don't like Ben Schwartz?
I hate him in anything that isn't Parks and Rec. I just find him unbearable. No. I just can't. I don't want to. I just
would you say that he's the worst?
That's how I would say it. Just like that. If I had that range.
Okay. Oh, very, very good. Very good. I wanted to gold member that. I've said this before. I wanted to just be like, Parks and Recreation. Like, after he sang the song, just kind of the lowest voice that I can muster. And by lowest voice I can muster, I mean ask Derek very gently if he would say it for me.
And now I won't.
The cat just knocked something over. That was very loud. Anyway, moving along. Do we have anything else to say about that? Idris Elba voicing Knuckles.
Pretty much it.
We have 2 things related to the Sony Spider-Man-verse that's maybe tangentially connected to the MCU and maybe not. We don't know.
I hope it's not.
But maybe. But well, there are some crossover.
I know.
Okay,
it's
let's talk about it. Morbius has. It's not really a leak because they're both Sony-specific Spider-Man villains. The Morbius movie that's going to star Jared Leto. They've announced that. They haven't announced. In an interview, the director has let slip that Tom Hardy's Venom will be in it. No big deal, right? Same studio. They own the rights to both of them. That's the easiest one you can think of. That's a drop of a hat. But we also know who else is going to be in this movie. You guys know?
Yeah, Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's Vulture will be in this movie.
Yeah.
So that was the first head scratcher.
I would rather put a toothpick in my dill hole, like just jam it in there, than have to acknowledge Mobius as part of the MCU. That's all I got. I'm saying if I'm staring at the thing of toothpicks, I'm wondering how many of these could I fit in my dick if I could undo that movie from existence. I'd say probably 4 or 5.
Yeah, depending on if you got a Bonner or not.
A Bonner?
Flaxseed's going to be a little hard. Well, I guess not, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys probably don't remember this because the movie was very mediocre and not memorable at all, but the original Venom film with Tom Hardy, which we have more news about next, had a Daily Bugle Easter egg. It was like the exact same, it's either an Easter egg or extremely lazy art direction. The letterhead for the Daily Bugle paper was the exact same from the Raimi Spider-Man universe in the first film. And the other rumor, although not confirmed, is that our sweet baby boy is going to be coming back as J.K. Simmons in the Venom movie. So way too many ties that I am not comfortable with. I don't know.
And they're calling it the Spunk, aren't they? The Sony Pictures United Marvel. I forget. Yeah. It's something really bad.
That acronym is sloppier than a Riley Reid blowjob video, isn't it? Just absolutely fucking.
But just in the opposite direction in a bad way, though. Yeah.
Like no eye contact at all. She's just spitting on it, looking at the floor. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah. We need 10-minute hiatus, boys. Up here.
I'm just gonna hide my screen from you guys for a second.
About 20 years ago, after seeing Jared Leto in Fight Club, and then shortly after seeing him in Requiem for a Dream, I thought, boy, can't wait to see more of this guy. And I never forgave myself for that. Yeah. Still, to this day. Really, I feel like it's my fault a little bit. I feel like I did. I really feel like I made him a thing. That and 30 Seconds to Mars. That really just
it's definitely
inflated his head. Me and 30 Seconds to Mars, we share that burden.
Yeah. I liked him a lot in Dallas Buyers Club.
Never saw it.
I've heard that movie's fantastic, but I have not seen it.
It's really good. Yeah. It's really good. However, it's the kind of thing where it's like at that point in his career, you could just consider it a fluke as opposed to the trajectory of his career. You know what I mean?
It seems like movies that are like where he's like a side thing and not the main thing. He actually, like, in all seriousness, he does okay in. Like, he was good in Cyberpunk 2049. What the fuck am I saying? Blade Runner 2049.
Same thing.
Because he wasn't the main character. It's like anything that he stars in, it just goes straight to his fucking head, and he does way too much of a character study, and it just comes out so fucking cringy.
I guarantee you.
So I'm sure he's gonna suck as Morbius too.
I guarantee you for fucking for Blade Runner, he probably kept those contacts in and walked around blindfolded the entire time they shot his like 3. You know what I mean? Like, he got the character a month ahead of time to shoot 3 fucking scenes because he's a piece of shit. Like, whoever's married to him, whoever's his significant other is just stuck dealing with his bullshit all day. Like, we should give her an Academy Award, right?
I'm just imagining his 5 minutes of shooting being done for the day. And it's like, Jared, can you find your fucking way back to your trailer with the blindfold on? Or do we need to lead you there again?
Did someone let go of the hitch that was on his back? There was a leash. God damn it. So it must have been the fucking intern.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to talk about that movie anymore. That movie's coming out still, apparently. January 28th, 2022. It's coming, boys. It's coming.
I'll put them all in there.
2 picks.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was glass. It's way too loud.
Yeah, that was really harsh and just really uninvited.
Okay, well. Somehow it didn't bother me.
Now you know you have that power over us.
Guess what, boys? Super sad news. Venom is going to be delayed again. I know you guys are all really looking forward to it.
Just release your shitty movies when you're supposed to release your shitty movies. So later, when you release your shitty movies and they underperform, you can't blame it on this or that. Like, it's...
Yeah, just release it, right? Because then you have a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's COVID, underperformed. We can count that as a win.
In all seriousness, I thought it was weird that, like, they hadn't learned from all of the movies that's happened with where they waited and it's still underperformed. Yeah. It's like, just release the fucking movie. And not even, I still haven't seen the first one. I plan to watch it, but like, it's never at the top of my list. So.
It's never a good time to watch that movie. There are worse things you could watch. I'll put it that way.
I've heard. Yeah. I've heard.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
ISIS
great.
beheading videos.
Like, oh, Jesus Christ!
The bar's pretty low. 100 Days of Sodom. You guys ever seen that movie?
Okay.
Are you talking about Sado or whatever the fuck it's called?
It's like where these people are kidnapped and they just get effed in the butt. And they have to eat.
Yeah, and they like eat shit and stuff. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
God,
Hot.
I've heard about it. Totally heard about it. That's all.
I've never seen that movie, but they played it at Tattooed Moms in Philly once. Like they had like a movie night. I'm like, you played this in a restaurant? Like how the fuck do you do that?
we should do a watch along of it. We should. That and a Serbian film.
I've never seen a Serbian film either, but
me neither. I hear it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. I'm all for horror movies, guys. I'm all for even borderline torture porn if it's done well and the kills are cool. But I don't want to watch people eat dookie.
All right, a Serbian film it is.
Yeah. Like Human Centipede was enough for me.
Ah,
you know
darn.
You know, I never saw the original Human Centipede.
You don't need to.
You know,
there's a part where a guy shits in another guy's mouth, and it's like, and that's it. It's really
have you seen the Human Centipede episode of South Park? Then you get the gist. That's all you.
I remember them being like, "There's one long rectum from this person's mouth." Yeah.
It's real. Like this. I mean, like the science of it though. Like they showed the diagrams and how the guy was going to do it. Like it's. I mean, you would die, right? But
instantaneously, yeah.
But all you need to do is you need to watch the mashup on YouTube where it's like 10 hours straight of shoot her from Jurassic Park, followed by feed her from Human Centipede. Just watch that. Watch about 5 minutes of that on a continuous loop, and just consider that your penance for not seeing the original Human Centipede, and we'll call it even.
I can't pass the opportunity by when Jurassic Park just sort of gets it brought up naturally to just say what a fucking perfect film it remains to be this day. I just watched the OG. Dude, I watched it a year ago.
Dude.
Aged like a fine wine, aged like Kate Blanchett, dude. It's fucking incredible. If you haven't watched it in a while, go watch it.
Have you seen that series on Netflix where they go behind the scenes?
Yes.
They talk about how like they were going to use stop motion for the dinosaurs, and the guy who was like the lead special effects designer for that movie, like he went behind their back and showed what's her name from Lucasfilm,
Kathleen Kennedy.
He showed Kathleen Kennedy what he'd been working on. They like revolutionized like everything we have today is because that guy was a stubborn piece of shit. It wouldn't take no for answer. Yeah, it's fucking incredible.
And let's be real, he's he's very unlikable. Oh yeah, everything he said, he was like, I would hate this guy if I worked with him. He seemed like an unbearable piece of shit. But he was right.
Well, that's the thing. Unlikable people sometimes make the best art. Like Stanley Kubrick is like people fucking hated Stanley Kubrick, and he made amazing fucking movies. Like. Just because you're an asshole doesn't mean you can't make really good things like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
Sometimes assholes are super
talented. Still an asshole, though. Yeah.
It was the movies that made us. And we actually just watched the Jurassic Park one like last weekend. And like Scott said, it was
it's incredible.
Oh, it's very good. And don't get me wrong, the stop motion they were doing was very high frame rate, so it looked really, but it's still you knew it wasn't. Yeah, and the guy was like, I kept telling him I could do it in CGI and they wouldn't believe me, so I just built that shit. And then, he said he had it up on screen. They came in for a viewing, and he just had it up on the screen, and they were like, oh, what's that? And he's like, oh, this little dilly. And they were like, oh my God.
Kathleen Kennedy was like, you're going places. Like that fucking like cliche 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you, though, that movie just fucking grooves, dude. It does not stop. It loses not one fucking iota of its momentum throughout. It's so good. It's a 10 out of 10.
Top 5 of all time, boys.
100%. I'm with you on that.
Realistically, Derek, you can skip the movies that made us, though, because we just gave you
all the interesting stuff.
No. There's so much that goes into it, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay.
It's really cool. That being said, I don't think we actually announced the official delay. It was supposed to come out September 24th. It is now coming out October 15th.
They literally pushed it back. What the fuck do you think 2 weeks difference is? Do you think the virus is going to be like, it's October. I think I'm gonna go dormant again. I mean, like, the fuck? The fuck is a 2 week delay or 3 week delay going to do?
I think they're just testing the waters to see if it's going to get worse, and if it is, they're either going to delay it again or they're just going to stream it or something. Yeah. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I don't know. Look, the first one occupies such a weird. It's the last thing I'll say about it because I want to move on. But the first one occupies such a weird space because it actually does feel like a superhero movie before they started doing MCU films. I think we had mentioned this way back in the day. it feels like a standalone. It is at the time a standalone movie, and it really feels like there's no other connective tissue. And for that alone, there's a little bit of this is refreshing. But then you're like, oh well, the movie's just not that good. So it's like,
My understanding is that Tom Hardy did that. I think for his kids or like his nephew or something. Like he took the role for their sake, and you can tell that he kind of phoned in his performance a little bit.
E.T.
But I mean, Tom Hardy phoning
money.
it in is still like probably like 7 out of 10 acting, so I can live with that.
I like Tom Hardy.
That's what I'm saying. He's so talented that even when he doesn't give a shit, it probably still oozes out of him.
Just keep making Mad Max movies, man. Please, just we need.
Yeah.
I need another one.
God, Fury Road was so good, dude.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I like how instead of talking about this shitty movie, we just talk about Jurassic Park for 10
We
minutes.
just keep talking about other movies.
I like that.
Remember that good movie he was in?
Was it was it called The Fighter when his brother was like Joel Edgerton or something? He was in a really good like sports boxing drama, and I think it was The Fighter.
The Fighter, I think, was Christian Bale.
Yeah,
when he played the crackhead.
No,
it wasn't. Okay,
there were two different movies. There was
all good things come in twos, baby, just like clown shoes.
Do all of them, or do either of them have Mark Wahlberg in them?
The one with Christian Bale does. Christian
I
Bale
thought you were doing
boxing.
a bit, not asking a legitimate question.
Oh, no. You were right. The Fighter is the one with Christian Bale.
Okay, I feel vindicated.
Joel Edgerton. I'm gonna fucking look it up, and I'm gonna make this awkward while I look it up.
Do you guys think do you think anyone's called CPS on Jenny McCarthy yet?
I mean, they should.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it feel good to corner her and ask her like how many tens of thousands of children do you think it's tens of thousands or is it hundreds? Do you think?
I don't know. All I know is Donnie Wahlberg, the fucking like Mark Wahlberg's older, less talented brother, is just dumping loads in her. They've been married for a while.
Yeah, can you imagine getting punched in the face by Donnie Wahlberg? That would be a nightmare. My God, that guy's got meat on his arms. Holy shit. Yeah. He's like half bear.
He's got Robin Williams knuckles, like where they're big. They're like they're very meaty. I would dare to say that he has moose knuckles, but actually on his hands.
Yeah, I think I'd rather like get punched by Mark, but I'd rather suck Donnie's dick.
Well, Donnie would be appreciative because
right. Mark would be a fucking asshole about it. Donnie would be a sweetie.
Like Jenny McCarthy is such a prima donna about vaccinations. There's no way she's sucking dick on the rig. You know what I mean? Like she rolls her eyes.
Donnie doesn't want to hurt you, but he could. He could savagely destroy you if he wanted to. Yeah. But he's a sweetheart. He's like a bear. Just a gooey little gummy bear.
I actually go the other way. Jenny McCarthy probably thinks that like nut is the key to like tight skin or something weird like that. She's one of those people. It's like it's natural.
What's crazy is the Wahlberg brothers' career is not unlike that of Tenet, right? In that Donnie was super successful in New Kids on the Block and blew the fuck up, and then because of his success, Mark Wahlberg got a free ride. Like it's like when Aaron Carter got to do that fucking Candy song because his brother was in the Backstreet Boys. But Mark Wahlberg became this international superstar and perpetrator of multiple hate crimes, and Donnie fell into obscurity. Just backslid into obscurity, and now, like, right, and now Mark Wahlberg, he releases a new Netflix movie every 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a good joke when the setup already has you laughing. You know how the Wahlbergs are a lot like Tenet? Woo! Can't wait to hear this.
Also, they both suck, right? They're both terrible. The thing is, like, I can't help but like certain movies that Mark Wahlberg's in, but it's like I know that I'm a bad person for it. I feel guilty when I watch Pain and Gain. I do.
I'd rather have a beer with Donnie, though. Mark's got to be a cunt in real life.
Yeah.
Let's move on from the Wahlbergs. I feel like we've done the Wahlberg bit a little longer than was necessary.
Well, if we're being honest, I think both of the Wahlbergs have been doing the Wahlberg bit a lot longer than was welcome as well.
Isn't there more? I thought there was like it's kind of like the Baldwins. There's always one more. You're like, oh shit, there's more. I'm convinced
that the Baldwins just reproduce like gremlins. Like someone got them wet. You know what I mean? Like, and each one's more bloated than the last.
Yeah, man, they are varying degrees of attractive. Well, they were. Now they're not. Now they're all kind of. They all have like river. Same end of the bell curve.
They all have like bloated River Corpse vibes going on now. But for a while, man. Whew. Alec was a smoke show back in the Shadow days, right?
Right.
I'm sorry.
The Wahlbergs do make the Wahlburgers, and they're not the worst burgers I've ever had.
Wait, there's literally
the end.
There's a store called Wahlburgers.
No, they make like burger patties and they sell.
Yeah, but there's actually a Wahlburgers in Philadelphia, right near the Urban Village Brewery, like in Old City. Just south of you guys don't care. Listeners don't fucking.
I feel like that's one of those things though that you go to like, oh, I got to do it just to do it, and then you're eating it and you're like, I came all the way to Philly and there are so many good restaurants and I'm eating a fucking Mark Wahlberg.
The thing is, every time Mark Wahlberg's in Philly, he goes to his Wahlburgers, like stops in and hangs out.
And he punches everyone in the face. He does hate crimes and he gets away with it because he's fucking Mark.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because he's
Marky Mark.
He just walks into his own restaurant screaming the N-word. It's like, oh god.
Everyone's like, guess we can't do anything. It's his place, right? We're at Wahlburgers.
Oh, man, we knew what we signed.
We should probably move on. We should probably move on.
The slogan for Wahlburgers should be "Hate crimes with a side of fries," right?
That's the title of the episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a pretty choice.
Okay.
I might just.
If anything, that's going to get people to be like, well, I've got to listen to this episode now, right?
Should it just be like I hate crime with fries, or do you want to do
hate crime with a side of fries? Gotta.
I feel like with a side makes it flow a lot better.
Hate crime with a side of fries. Fuck. Okay.
Just think, guys,
next
if
topic.
Jenny McCarthy wasn't a stupid bitch, we never would have got onto this bit.
It's true.
It's true.
Thanks, Jenny,
it's true.
for one thing.
Thanks for being stupid and convincing all those parents to let their kids die of totally curable, preventable diseases.
Thanks for sacrificing 130,000 children for a 4-minute bit about the Wahlbergs. We really appreciate you, Zach.
Oh, no.
If you think about it, it's good that happened to all those kids because we got to do that. I'm immediately sorry that I said that. There's not even like a refractory period. I already felt bad before I said it too. There was like a pre, but I just had to get it out. It was there. You know how it is.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I didn't take the glasses off, but I came pretty close.
My least favorite thing is when I'm rocking too hard to like commentate on your laughter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, right.
Sorry. All right.
All right.
That's good. It's gonna get me again later. Okay. Rick and Morty, goddammit. Rick and Morty. The season 5 finale is being delayed for some reason, so they're goddammit, Scott.
I didn't do anything. I'm just sitting here.
I glanced up, and for a split second, it looked like you were trying to contain your laughter. Okay, I'm good. I don't want to cut anything out of this. We got to keep it on.
We're going to keep our momentum.
Season 5 finale.
Keep it alive, unlike those kids.
Has been delayed to September 5th. I don't know why they're giving us a little bit of break in between. The season's been hit or miss. I'm pretty much on the same page as Derek. I know Scott has mostly negative thoughts about it. I think so. I don't want to speak for you.
That's accurate.
But I've been kind of just back and forth. Like one episode will hit me really hard, and the next one will be kind of dumb, and then the next one will be really funny. So I don't know. I'm still looking forward to it.
I forgot it was on.
I'm ready.
I forgot it was on until I opened the doc and saw that in there. It's been a pretty underwhelming season. I am excited that I guess I missed like 2 weeks, maybe 3, so I'm gonna get caught up. But
there's bits that work here and there, but overall, it's just not. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not getting.
And it makes me wonder, like, is it a Family Guy thing? Is it like, with Family Guy, you thought it was funny, and then one day you're like, did Family Guy get worse, or did I get tired of Family Guy?
Right.
Like, or is it both of those things? I'm now wondering the same thing about Rick and Morty. I have no idea what.
I think you touched on it before, like not Justin Roiland, the other guy,
Dan Harmon.
Yeah, Dan Harmon. When he's like, you said before, and I quote, he does his best work when he's teetering on the verge of suicide. I think I know that sounds like a fucking riff, but it's true. I think
you should fuck his wife, Scott. You should make him get divorced again, and then we'll get good episodes again.
I'm glad to see that he's doing well, but I got to be honest, man. Like, it feels to me like every season that they've been up for renewal, now they're locked into this long-term, like, multiple season deal where they're going to be Rick and Morty for 20 fucking years at this point. And it's like, they're just not trying. He doesn't have to try anymore. It feels the same way with South Park. Like we just heard the other day that South Park, Trey Parker, Matt Stone signed like a over $900 million deal to make multiple movies for Paramount Plus, 6 new seasons of South Park, a new video game, all this different shit. And like, they haven't been trying for years on South Park. Like they've had the Integrity Farms bit going for like 8 seasons. You know what I mean? It just, I think that's just how the animation game goes. Best foot forward. And once you get that contract, you got their fucking money. Who cares, right?
Well, that's basically, I mean, Simpsons, Family Guy, it's the same thing. Like, once it gets to a certain point of success, it's like, all right, we're going to lock these motherfuckers in for the next 10 years. And they offer you an amount of money that you just can't say no to. Like, it's just impossible. And of course, you're like, you run out of ideas eventually. I know that, like, with Family Guy, they say that the reason that the style of humor changed so much is that people got tired of writing for this fucking show. And so it was basically like a rotating door of the writing staff where people would just leave because they're like, how long can I fucking write for this show for? And they get all new writers. And that's why, like, if you look at the show over the years, it's so drastically different every like 2 or 3 years because it's written by completely different people. Even what's his name? Is it who made it? Why can't I think of his name? Oh, something MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
He basically like wrote himself off as like producer and creator of the show. He's like, look, I'll show up for the voice acting and that's it. I want nothing to do with the show anymore. Yeah. I think people just get fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
That's fair. There is kind of like a decent reveal in the larger scope of things happening. I mean, it's not overall in the scope, and it's not that important, but I don't want to talk about it until we've all seen everything.
Yeah,
so,
I just like to say though that like Rick and Morty, the first few seasons had those like cliffhangers where they from time to time would pepper in a larger story, like little bits and pieces, and let you try to like figure out how to piece things together. What reality is this taking place in? What's up with evil Morty? And it's gotten to the point now where I just don't give a fuck about any of it.
Yeah.
Like they've stretched it out for so long. There's been so much filler in between. And it's like, you're giving us fucking crumbs. Like you clearly don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Didn't they basically give up on that stuff? I thought they actually did a bit like in the show where they're like, oh, we're going to stop doing this, like, you know, like overall plot thing and just focus on single episode. I can't remember what it was. It was like 2 seasons ago, but I feel like there was like an actual joke in show where they were like, we're done doing that now. We're just doing like single episode adventures from now on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe it's a fever dream. Who knows?
It's just this is like a recurring pattern. Like we just talked about it. I think the only show that doesn't dip in quality is Futurama. Start to finish, man. Absolute fucking banger.
Yeah. Great show.
Heartstrings every goddamn season.
They had like a bunch of people with PhDs on their writing staff. Like they had some extremely talented people writing that show. I think that's why it never got stale.
But it was also like they did some high concept stuff, but it wasn't reliant on high concept bits in the way that Rick and Morty is. You know what I mean? Like we get tastes of who the characters are, but they never really give us a reason to care about them because the whole point of the show is that there's infinite versions of them. They're all insignificant. They don't fucking matter. And then they'll give us a taste of like an A or a B plot where we're supposed to like give a shit about Morty's first love with this fucking Captain Planet chick. And it's nothing has any long-term like consequences. So why are we taking all this time to hyperfixate on a serious emotional moment in a show where 90% of the jokes are like blink and you miss it? Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm that guy on the other side of the doorway on the episode with fucking Mr. Nimbus. You know what I mean? Like, which begs the question, like you said, is Rick and Morty not funny or do I just not find it funny anymore?
Yeah, I think like what they're doing is they're taking bits that are funny, like as bits and making entire episodes out of them. And it's like there was the one episode where I can't remember it exactly, but like they went to some time loop to like age wine or something. Yeah. And when he came back, he was an old man. I was like, oh, that's funny. And then when they went back and did it again, I was like, they're going to make this the whole point of the entire fucking episode, aren't they? And that's exactly what they did. Like the first time they did it, whatever the gag was, like had me in stitches. I thought it was hilarious. And then they just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. It's like when you have a friend who like says a joke that kills and then you're always with him when he retells that joke in other groups. And you're just like, dude, come on, like write some new fucking material. But anyway, that being said, I am excited to catch up on the couple episodes behind I am now. So
I'm just going to tell you the thing because it's not like crazy huge. You can probably blink and miss it. A while ago, I think it was when they were inside Rick's mind. I forget which season it was because I'm not that good with the show. But they were inside like the diner.
Yeah,
and they were trying to, and they had a bunch of like a couple personal scenes that looked like they might have been from his past. And one of them was like him waving bye to his wife, and there was like a little Beth there. And then the house blew up.
Yeah.
And all these theories popped up as like, is he living with an alternate Beth because his Beth died as a little girl? And in the latest episode, there's a bunch of alternate Ricks, and one of them's like, we're not the fucked up one. You're the one that lives with like an alternate Beth. Like, she's dead. So they basically confirm that that's true.
Yeah,
right.
in some timelines, Beth does die, but in others he lit, or in others he's just gone, and like he disappeared in the garage when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, that was it. It was nothing crazy. It was just they were like, oh shit, they kind of confirmed.
Where
like,
is Space
he
Beth?
did leave.
Anybody?
Like,
where the fuck's Space Beth at?
Didn't she show? She was in an episode.
Yeah, we're a couple behind. She was in a recent episode. I remember seeing the promo for it.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. We got some trailers to talk about. We have 4 trailers to talk about. One of which, the first one, I guess we'll get it out of the way first. We talked about the teaser for this a little bit ago. It's the Witcher prequel series called Nightmare of the Wolf. I only bring this up for 2 reasons. Because the full trailer, whatever, it's the Witcher universe. I know that I like that stuff. The animation looks really good.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about. And I'm probably going to watch it. And it comes out August 23rd. And that's all I have to say about it. It looks cool enough for me to give it a gander. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it through. Like, it'll be the same thing with Castlevania, where like I'll be able to enjoy it for what it is, but I can't do these adult animation bullshit.
This is like a movie, though. I don't think it's a show. I think it's just like a movie.
Yeah.
So it's probably just like an hour and 20-minute deal.
Yeah.
Not like
there's some cool gore in the trailer. Some definitely like rad shit, like monster kills on people, and I like that a lot. I think that's big old pierced goth titties, and I hope that I hope it's not too slowly paced, because it tends to be the problem in a lot of the animated things that come to Netflix. They're really slow because they tried to spread out the action, aka the budget.
Yeah.
Too far. I don't know. Looks cool.
I think it looks kind of boring, honestly. Like, I think they're just taking The Witcher.
What are we, 2 different people with unique opinions? Jesus Christ.
Like, the animation is good. Like, I agree, but the voice acting is like really bad. And like, it just seems like the most like generic plot. And it just seems like the plot of The Witcher. Like, oh, I'm just here to kill the monster for the riches, but he has an internal struggle because he actually wants to save the townsfolk. It's like, yeah, that's The Witcher. Like, we did that already. We know that. But this is Vesemir, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
I guess
story,
that makes
right?
a little more sense because his mentor, but yeah.
This is showing like how they make the Witchers, which is the only thing that's really interesting to me, is that we're going to see like.
Yeah, it literally opens up with like them pouring chemicals into little kids' fucking mouths. Yeah. Jenny McCarthy.
That's how Jenny McCarthy sees.
I was going to make an Epstein joke.
Yeah, just like force feeding.
No, don't do it.
He's dead. He can't sue us He can't sue us. You know what I mean? Can't come for it.
It's true. It's true. Not from hell he can. Unless he's got a real good lawyer down there.
I mean, let's be honest. If you're looking for a good lawyer, hell's probably the place to start, right?
Got him. Ooh. And by I mean lawyers.
Oh, got him.
Lawyer jokes.
Roasted your profession. Welcome to the Cynical Nerd.
Yeah.
Asked to attend your parties.
Do we have any lawyers that listen to us, you think? There's no way, right?
Yeah. No. This has nothing to do with us, and I don't think either of you will care, but there's a YouTube channel called Legal Eagle. Ever heard of it? He's a real lawyer, and he breaks down all the shit of the modern day. You would not be surprised to know that he's not a super huge fan of the Trump administration, and I'm not getting into politics here, but he's posted a lot of videos against them and Rudy Giuliani in particular. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since Giuliani was barred from practicing in the state of New York, he is now on Cameo. And while I thought about surprising one of you with a Cameo appearance, he costs a lot of money.
Giuliani is on Cameo?
He is.
For how much is a lot of money?
$150.
$350?
Yeah.
Yeah. $350, and it might have went up. Could we get that was like?
So, well, I mean, he probably wouldn't say that he's a little piss pants baby fuckface.
Yeah, they can say no and just refund your money.
Let's start a GoFundMe for us to get Giuliani to congratulate the podcast on, I don't know, something superfluous, like a number of dick jokes that we've made.
I'd rather get someone we like to do that. I'd rather like if like Giuliani was like bound by contract to say like I'm a dumb poo-poo head. Like, yeah, I'd put $350 of my own money down on that. Down. But
I would double it.
If we're looking for an endorsement here, I'd rather like do, I don't know, anybody else.
How much do you think we could pay Giuliani to drink his own pee?
Oh, man.
Probably, I don't know. He's not getting a lot of money out of other people that owe him money, apparently.
Well,
leave it at that.
Wait, you mean somebody was notorious for not paying people in the 80s and 90s? Didn't pay somebody?
It's almost like you should have saw it coming, right? But, you know, it's behind it. Water under the bridge now. So the whole point of my story was to say that this channel, who's notoriously been not nice to him, paid him for a cameo appearance to congratulate the YouTube channel on 2 million subscribers. I know he'll never hear this, but congratulations. You know, whatever. There's a lot of subscribers. And Giuliani did zero research, like did not look up the YouTube channel at all, was totally like, you almost feel bad because he's real nice about it. And then you realize he's just a garbage human being. It was really good. And I urge you to look it up. It's worthy of a watch. Okay. And that's it. Told you, nothing to do with us at all.
David Hayter is on Cameo and he does all of his shit in Snake's voice. And it's excellent. And he's not that like comparatively expensive to a lot of people that are on there. So he'll like say happy birthday to you as Solid Snake. And it's just excellent.
I have a question. Does he still sound good? Because you know a lot of the voice
No, he does.
He
really does. He lost a little bit of it, like just a little bit. Because, you know, and the other thing to think of is like he's in a sound studio when he's like recording his lines for a video game. This is just him like on his phone or with some microphone. Right. Yeah, like, so you're not getting like that quality, you know, sound, but he still has it 100%.
Because we all know that Kevin Conroy is like the best Batman voice of all time, but I've seen him in recent years and he's lost a little bit of it. Like he doesn't sound bad. He still sounds iconic, but the gusto behind the I am vengeance, I am the night in the animated series versus him repeating that line now, you're like, do
you think I could get on Cameo for $1 where I'll just offer to tell anybody you want to go fuck themselves? Like, I
mean, you could do it. You could just do it. You should do it as soon as we're done, actually.
I mean, like, for $1, I'll make a 30-second video. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Do they let you sign up, or is it like recruit?
I don't know.
Famous?
I feel like you might have to have some level of
question.
fame.
We should research this because we could actually have a lot of fun with this if it's just something we could just sign up for willy-nilly.
Yeah.
But anything that Mikey, the situation, whatever, is allowed to have a platform on, I should be allowed to have one on as well, I feel like.
Was he the one with the hair? Or is that Pauly D?
That's Pauly D. I mixed two people. There's Mike, the situation,
star
and Pauly
you on
D.
his fucking forehead?
Yeah, that's the one. I think they all have one. And it's like $600 a minute, and people do it.
God. Tell me you have hepatitis without telling me you have hepatitis. Or like, tell me you have cold sores everywhere without telling me you have cold sores everywhere. Paid $600 from Mike the Situationist. Oh, God. You remember when he was on that Comedy Central roast that everyone just made fun of him the whole time? And
he was so bad.
That dumb look on his face that he didn't know where he was.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
He seemed like he was even more clueless than Courtney Love was on that. You know, and she was dragging her heroin pussy all across the stage.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
And Courtney was cooked up, but she knew she was cooked up on a roast. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like she knew at least spatially where she was.
Do I have a bug in my beard? There's like this dark spot that I'm. Nope, no bug.
Listeners, there's no bug.
That's it. Crisis averted.
Listeners,
can you guys be on bug watch for my? Okay.
Bug duty. Okay, I really want to talk about a trailer to a show that none of us have watched, and it's the 3rd season. We have the season 3 trailer for Doom Patrol. Look, not for lack of wanting. I've wanted to watch this show. I just have not sat down to fucking do it. I watched the first like two episodes, I think, and I liked them. It's weird. It's fucking weird as shit, but there's a lot of heart in it, even in the early episodes. Yeah. You have to forgive a little bit because it's clearly like Cyborg always has a fucking hoodie on because clearly they don't have the budget for the costume. You know what I mean? Like it feels CW in that regard a little bit. But all the characters, even in the first like 2 episodes, have pretty compelling like origins. And I don't know. It got great reviews. This is the 3rd season it's on. It looks wackier than fucking ever. The trailer was a fun watch. I watched it like 3 times and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on still.
Yeah.
So maybe I should finally catch up now that there's a little bit of downtime before the the deluge of September, October releases happen because we're about to get fucking pummeled with content over the next 2 months. Derek, did you watch this trailer? And what'd you think about it?
I did watch the trailer. I watched the first, I think, 2 episodes of Doom Patrol, and it's one of these weird things where, like, sometimes I watch a show and I just think it's okay, and that's why I don't put the next episode on and never watch it. But that's not the case here. Like, it was very interesting. It's just weird enough that, like, I think that's the whole, like, allure of the show, is that it's so strange that you kind of go, like, I kind of want to see, like, where they're going with this. All of the characters are very unique and sort of, like, distinguished from one another. I have this weird pet peeve with, like, any kind of animated show or even just live action stuff where, like, all the characters kind of are similar. Like, it just bothers me. Like, why even have multiple characters if they all have the same personality? It's just kind of a weird thing. They're all very, like, anyway, I already said it. They're very distinguished from one another. I've been meaning, same thing. You said it. I've been meaning to watch the show forever, and I just haven't. Like, there's no reason. I just haven't.
We all have the HBO Max service, which we love here very much at the Cynical Nerd Podcast.
We do, but God, just put some money back into it because you've gotten a lot of subscribers. Let's not get back into that. The app is really a nightmare. It really has a lot of issues that need to be worked out. But what it offers,
lots of content,
is excellent. It is excellent, and because in my opinion, DC has really been on the upswing lately. I said it with the Suicide Squad. Birds of Prey, Snyder Cut, all those. I think, like, these movies are putting Marvel movies to shame. And so I think that now is the best time to finally get caught up on Doom Patrol. So season 3 hasn't aired yet, right? This was like a teaser.
This is a teaser for it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not released yet.
Yeah.
Which means you have time if you want to watch it, but you don't have that much time because season 3 comes out on September 23rd. Thanks for the tee up on that little transition. Scott, did you watch this trailer? How'd you feel about it?
It looks like dumb fun. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like, right? It looks so ridiculous that you can't help but be interested in it. I've seen bits and pieces of the first season here and there. Like, I would have it on in the background. I think I saw, like, the first 2 episodes in their entirety, and then I kind of, like, the same way. Like, I don't have a reason why I stopped. I just didn't dive in as deep as I could have. You know what I mean? But the bits I did see, I saw the origin story of Brendan Fraser's character in the show.
Was super fucking sad, by the way.
Real fucking sad, but also like incredible. Like, he's such a piece of shit when he's alive, and I don't know, man. It looks like it has a really interesting cast of characters, and I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna go back through.
Also,
and watch all of them.
We just need to love and support our baby boy Brendan Fraser, right?
Yeah. He's kind of like catching up to Keanu Reeves as, like, the internet's sweetheart a little bit. Yeah. Like, if I was Keanu, I'd be sweating. I'm still team Keanu, but if I was Keanu, I'd be sweating.
Keanu's the internet's boyfriend, and Brendan Fraser is, like, the internet's lovable uncle who's had a hard time. You know. Yeah. You know, you take him to the animal shelter because he doesn't drive anymore. You help him adopt a cat. He's not alone. You just want the best of him. It's precious.
Yeah, he knows you're having a hard time, so he just shows up with a 6-pack. He doesn't say anything. He just says, all right, have a good night, buddy. And he just leaves.
So I see him cracking a beer on the front porch with you. And, like, not overstaying his welcome, but just doing a vibe.
Right. He has one, and he leaves you the other 5. Exactly.
Like, he does what we would call a vibe check. He just makes sure that you're in the right headspace.
It's me, your Uncle Brendan, just here from a weekly fucking Christ. Couldn't get it out. Weekly vibe check.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm just a moving on. Berry tonight.
We have 2 trailers left to talk about. This next one's not really a trailer. It's more of a what would you call that? It's more like
a waste of fucking time.
You know, a waste of fucking time. It's a 5-minute waste of time. This is meant to tease the dick of all the fans of the Boys series.
Give us 30 seconds of actual footage instead of this. Fuck you.
Yeah, they haven't announced the release date for season 3 yet. We know that Jensen Ackles is showing up as Soldier. Vault. This is a Vought News Network. It's like a fake in-universe.
His name's Soldier Boy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a riff on Captain America.
I'm trying real hard not to make a Soldier Boy Superman that hoe joke right now.
Do it.
I'm just putting it out there in the you know.
Okay.
The
Boys Superman might make him a hoe.
I'm just saying we all love the Boys. What this is they did a YouTube video, Vought News Network where they had like this fake fucking Anchorman, which I mean, as opposed to a real Anchorman.
It's Cameron Coleman.
I don't know who that is. I don't care.
It's just his fake name. I just like saying Cameron Coleman.
Like they could have had John
Cameron
Oliver
Coleman.
do this, and I wouldn't have given a shit about it. You know what I mean? Like it's so fucking bland and boring. I was mad that I watched it. I'm excited for season 3 though.
And it was so long.
Yeah, but also like it's literally just, you could have just shown us a recap of last season, because all you're doing is showing us where the characters are now, and they're exactly where we left them at the end of last season, with the exception of A-Train, who I'm not sure if he actually was back in the 7 or not.
Yeah, he was. I think that was like one of the very last.
Yeah. Because the deep was thinking he was going to get back in.
Oh, something's happening with Christopher. There's been a development.
I'm just an idiot. It has nothing to do with the podcast. I will tell you about it when you're done your thought.
No, that's it. This is way more interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what's going on with you. Really, like, not that I don't want to hear what Scott has
every
to say.
so often, my mother will text me some stuff about something she heard from somebody or the internet, and usually it's like for example, she sent me this 5G thing about the when it first came out.
Oh man,
and she was like,
nightmare.
"Is this real?" Not that she didn't believe it, but she wanted to run it by her son, who she trusts apparently.
Right.
So, which is a nice thought when I put it like that. But she just sent me something about this nurse that treated my stepdad for whatever, saying like the big pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about these alternate treatment methods. And she's like, I can send you the link to the video. And I just tried to very simply, because we were recording, respond with "no mom," and I mistyped it, and I sent "no mon" as if I was doing like a fake Jamaican accent, and I'm leaving it, and that's why I'm laughing.
Thank God you did. I was going to suggest that.
I sent it and looked at my mistake, and I just started laughing. I was like, "No mon," and I hope she thinks
because like "no mom" is like really final and serious, but "no mon" is like, nah, come on, goofy. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to look at that, you big goob.
Don't be such a silly wicket. I'm not doing it. Yeah, okay. So we're all looking forward to The Boys season 3.
Hang on, I didn't get to go. God damn it!
Oh, I'm sorry. How'd you feel about Cameron Coleman?
I didn't get to go.
I'm trying to see if there's
I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it as much as you guys did.
You're gonna get to go before your colonoscopy. Say that.
a whole lot of times. Boy, it's just liquid. It's not fun. Have you guys gotten one?
No.
Yeah, generally you don't till you're 45 when you don't shit 6 times a day. They're not fun. Anyway, yeah, I didn't hate it as much as you guys did. I didn't think I'd rather would have gotten like a sneak peek or a teaser or something like that. But the main reason that I liked it, though, I'll tell you, is that it made me realize, The Boys is really the first show that we covered on the podcast.
Oh,
and that made me realize in like 4 weeks is our 1 year, guys. We started September last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
We did September 24th.
We're doing this for a fucking year, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So just thinking of that the whole time just made me like it more, because I love you guys.
Hey, camera, high fives.
But you feel bad about not liking it now.
But I guilted you. No, I still don't like this piece of marketing. It's kind of dumb. I feel like they wasted it.
I'm excited to go back through and rewatch seasons 1 and 2. Like, super excited. Like, The Boys is one of those shows where, like, I feel like I'm going to rewatch it before every new season that premieres, because it's so much fun.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, there's so much that goes on, but it doesn't feel like a melodramatic soap opera. You know what I mean? Like, everything that happens, it's so satisfying. You know what I mean? With the exception of Lamplighter.
I got to do that with The Witcher as well. Yeah, that was not satisfying.
Fuck you, man.
The Witcher.
The Vivitcher. Yeah, that sucks.
Okay.
They just ran out of money to pay for him. That's what that was. They're like, just burn him.
We got plenty of Carl Urban money, but we don't have.
What's his name again? Someone said we all forget it. What's his name? Come on.
I
forget it. Sean Ashmore? Is it Sean Ashmore?
Oh, it is. I think it's something. Yeah,
Ashmore,
I think it's Sean Ashmore.
Yeah.
No, Ashmore. You nailed it. It's weird that you would have Carl Urban money and not Sean Ashmore money, though, isn't it?
I mean, Carl Urban has been in more terrible sci-fi action movies, though, right? So he's got to cost a little bit more, and they absolutely need him.
Plus, he gets mixed up with Keith Urban a lot, so it's got to devalue him a little bit.
Those Google searches work out in our favor, boys. So says the marketing team. All right, we have one trailer left. It's an obscure one that I picked up because it's a Netflix a horror Netflix show from the producers of The Haunting of Hill House. It's called Midnight Mass. This is coming out next month on... Dude, there's so much stuff coming out next month. This is coming out September 24th to Netflix. This show, this trailer at least, was very interesting to me. I'm going to read the premise, the summary, if you will.
I kind of don't want to know it, so I'm gonna.
Okay. Okay. Did you watch the trailer? Wait, no. Okay.
Do this with your hands when you're done.
From the producers of The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass introduces Crockett Island, an isolated island community that experiences miraculous events and frightening omens, following the arrival of a charismatic, mysterious young priest.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so the guy who's playing the priest was also from Legion, right? He's like the
the guy.
I tried to find him on IMDb, and he's not on the Legion page or the Midnight Mass page.
It's weird.
He doesn't exist. He doesn't have an IMDb page. It's like when your aunt doesn't have Facebook, right? She thinks she's like holistic or some
off the grid.
Off the grid.
Yeah, my cell phone can't track me because I don't have Facebook.
You have an Alexa in your house, but okay.
Yeah, records everything you say. Oh my god, I just saw the picture of Odin that Veronica put up. I'm happy he likes his little rocker. Anyway,
he loves it. Yes, thank you for that.
Midnight. This trailer really caught me. I was very interested in it. I'm not, as you should all know if you listen by this point, Scott is kind of the horror aficionado of the podcast. He's the leader of the horror genre on this podcast. I like horror. I don't like I like horror, but I don't go out of my way to find new horror things. And I saw this trailer, and I was really kind of taken by it. I thought it looked very interesting, so I'm looking forward to watching this next September next month. I don't really have a lot to say about it besides I think that it looks kind of good, and I hope that I'm right, because if not, then I'm recommending people watch something that might turn out to be dog shit, and I don't want that on my conscience.
Which you'd have to feel like shit about for a while.
Yeah.
I would have to.
Yeah.
It's like rule of law.
It's your penance.
Yeah, this is my...
last time that happened, I had to make fun of Charlize Theron for like 8 podcasts in a row.
Oh, that's true. I still think Old Guard's pretty good, though, but fuck you guys.
I mean, it's a good first act of a movie, right? If more happened after that.
Scott, how did you feel about Midnight Mass?
Not to interrupt you.
I legit did want to know, though. How do you feel about this show?
I don't really care. Yeah, the Old Guard sucks, though. That's what I'm talking about. Something I'm passionate about. Seriously, though, I don't know, man. It looks like run of the mill. Like you're covering your ears, Derek, or you're muting so you don't hear the plot of it. But it's literally horror TV show. The horror TV show. Like it seems like whatever. I don't know. Whenever it's like there's a mysterious town and a new stranger, and it's like I don't fucking care at all. I'm over it. Give me Thomas Jane murdering his family in a car moments before the military shows up to save them.
God!
Or give me nothing.
No, we don't talk about
give me. I want horror that has real stakes. You know what I mean? And like most of it just doesn't anymore. That's why I love the fucking the first Fear Street movie so much, because every character was likable. Every death felt like a gut punch. And with week to week episodic, you just don't get that. Which you think you would. You think you'd have more time to...
Well, this is a movie again, right? This is a movie? Or is it a show?
I thought this was a show.
I thought it was a movie.
It's a show.
Is it a show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was mistaken. I have to admit I'm less interested.
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you can already tell how they're going to drag it out. You know what I mean? You can...
You don't know.
I know. I know that it's going to be...
We both hated Blind Manor in the first 2 episodes. We both hated it.
It's going to be 8 to 10 episodes, and it probably could be 4 or 5. Is how I like.
That's like every TV show.
Yeah, I was going to say
every single TV show now, could be half as long.
My problem with horror is that like horror long form makes sense, right? But it only makes sense if you build that tension. And with most horror TV shows, you get 8 episodes in a row of those like first half hour of a horror movie jump scares, with the exception of the first season of House on Haunted. What the fuck is it?
House on Hill House.
Yeah, I don't.
Haunting on Hill House.
Yeah.
Haunting of Hill House.
Like the bent neck lady is
full House on Hill House. That's
okay. Imagine if Uncle Jesse,
Hank of the Hill House.
Imagine if you found out that Uncle Jesse and the Rippers died in your house and they were just haunting your attic. How fucking dope would that be? Full haunted house on Hill House.
Yeah. Oh God, that's gonna be some form of the thumbnail.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like Full House. Yeah,
Hank on Full House.
Can you just make
Hill.
Uncle Jesse with his guitar, but have like a Casper the Friendly Ghost swirly butt instead of legs?
I can try. I gotta write that down, especially with the swirly butt.
You could legit.
It's basically just Casper's bottom
Yeah,
half.
but you could legit just take Robin Williams' Genie and Photoshop Uncle Jesse from the waist up where Robin Williams' waist
and
starts.
just turn the opacity down a little bit so you can see through it. Yeah. Uncle Jesse with Casper butt.
There you go.
Got it. Done.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I had a good retort to something you said earlier, and I didn't take my fucking shot. I missed it. But guess what? We're the host of this podcast, and I'm just going to rewind time. Skew it in.
Are you going to tenant me, bro? You're going to run backwards?
No, I'm not going to tenant. I'm not going to tenant to you, because that means we have to end up in the same place we started, and we're not doing that. You said
coming backwards would be pretty cool, though, right?
All I know is that this show is probably going to be like 8 episodes, and it could have been 4. And I was going to say, yes, LeVar Burton, I'll take easy arguments to make about horror shows for 300, please.
Got it.
Okay, we can move on now.
Why would you do that to me? Why would you make me think we lived in a world where LeVar Burton was hosting Jeopardy permanently?
I know.
Why would you do that?
I'm trying to project my wishes onto the world and hope that they manifest.
What if we just let both people that people want to host it together? Do you guys hear that?
Wait, is that what they're doing? Are there 2 hosts?
Yeah,
in it now?
which is it's like what? What? Even Wheel of Fortune, like Kelly plays a purpose. She spins the letters. You know what I mean? Like she has a job. I think it's gonna take turns asking questions. That's gonna be so fucking weird. I just
lost Scott for a second. Was that just me? I just kind of lost.
Yeah,
Scott.
he's good. I'm sure local recording is fine. It's probably internet blip. Yeah, you're good now. Now you broke up in the middle of saying what?
They have 2 people hosting. And even like Pat Sajak, right? And fucking what's her name on the Wheel of Fortune? Like she turns the letters. She has a purpose for being there. She doesn't just stand there and wait for her turn to say something. Like it's gonna be so awkward watching these 2 people switch off asking questions on Jeopardy, and the other one just like sitting there with their hands folded on the podium. Like what are you gonna do?
Yeah, like I go next the next time.
I hope they just catch one of the hosts playing like pocket pool or something all the time. Just like
they're both inarguably the most boring people I can think of, and like if you didn't show me them, I wouldn't know they exist, right? Like, but the one host, she was on The Big Bang Theory, which makes her insufferable, but she's also actually a real physicist. She has a doctorate in physics. So I mean, right. She's got to be smarter than the white guy, right? He looks like the fucking Manchurian candidate. I'm sorry. He looks so fucking like...
Look, as long as we're on the topic of game shows, real quick, because I know we have a main topic to get to. You guys really owe it to yourselves to watch just one snippet of modern day The Price is Right, so you can see that Drew Carey has no life left in him whatsoever. First of all, he lost a lot of weight.
Why is that?
I guess he just took like the daytime gig, and now he's like not doing movies, and I don't think he was really doing movies before. But,
I think he did nothing. He did nothing but host Whose Line Is It Anyway for like 20 years.
But he's so like he has this big white beard, and there's just no life in his voice. He's like, Alice, come on up. Where are you from? Do you want anyone to say hi to in the crowd? All right, that's great. Come on up. He's like just totally just a zombie. It is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. I was at lunch at work the other day. I was eating soup and I was spitting it all over the table. He is just, there's nothing left inside of him. It's fucking over. Like Bob Barker maintained that shit until the end. Yeah. Drew Carey couldn't take 10 years, man. It just sucks. It's crazy that Alec. You really owe it to yourself to just take a quick 5-minute little watch at a modern day episode.
Would you say that Alex Trebek had more, for lack of a better word, more life in his performance up to the very end than Drew Carey does now?
Oh, 100%. And cancered Alex Trebek.
That's not a slight on Alex Trebek at all. That's not even a joke. I'm like, that man's an angel. But I was always fond of...
Literally, now he is.
I was always really fond of the Drew Carey show. But I think I just like Craig Ferguson. I think that's what it comes down to. I think I discovered that I'm a secret Craig Ferguson fan.
Yeah, like to be clear, I'm not saying like, oh, Drew Carey was so great at one time. Like, but I mean, he's just like, oh my God, he has given up. Like he is totally thrown in the towel. He's getting a fat check, he is. Yeah. But like
What is he spending it on that brings him no joy though? Does he like owe someone alimony? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. He's making half a paycheck.
Yeah, you guys remember the actress who played Kate on the Drew Carey show? What an absolute honey. That's all I got. I don't remember her name.
No. What an absolute honey. That's all I got.
I was hoping someone would be like, yeah, I'd be like, babe, right? And you're like, yeah, but fuck me. It's okay.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I let you and Alex Trebek down when I trivialized his death. I'm sorry, Alex. Making a lot of mistakes tonight.
All right. It's all right. All right, Derek, how's your bladder feeling?
Let's just do it. I'm good.
Oh my God.
Let's just do it.
Oh, I had a weird tingling in my ball sack that told me you might be down for that.
I'm good. We got one more. We're at an hour and 10. Let's do it, baby.
Oh, we're making good time today, boys. We might actually do it. All right. Also, I love when Scott's looking for something on the internet
and his face is so close to his webcam.
I love it. Hey, what's up? Hey, can we all get real close?
I'm just dropping this in the chat for you guys.
I feel like we should end every session with a kiss. We all just lean in and kiss each other. Oh, that is a hell of a hyperlink.
What is that?
Actually, just a bunch
There's
of letters.
Nothing there.
It's not even a
link.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What happened?
Are you cursing at me in hexadecimals? Is that what that is?
I see what happened.
Oh, nerd joke.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Sorry. While you do that,
oh my
I'll start
God!
shilling.
Look at that.
Okay, what am I pulling up here? Oh, honey.
Absolute fucking
I know
honey.
who you're talking about.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Honeyest of honey. Okay, all right. So, right before we get into it, thanks for listening. We really appreciate you. I never have Derek here. I feel so weird and kind of nervous about this
strange,
now. I feel
isn't it?
like you're judging me. You guys can find us on Facebook.com/The Cynical Nerd. You can find us on Twitter @The Cynical Nerd. If you have a question, you can hashtag AskTCN. If you want us to tell us to fuck off, or if we said something wrong, or if you just want to heckle us at this point, just heckle me, baby. Heckle me, daddy. Hashtag fuck TCN. You can also email us questions @thecynicalnerd.com. We'll get you into the inbox, and we will have a nice little chit chat about whatever you say.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, which of the never mind.
No, I want you to do it. Whenever you start laughing when you're saying something, it's probably going to
be good.
Yeah. Which of the?
Can I just say this to fill in the gaps? There's no two things on Kate from the Drew Carey Show's body that I would not put my penis between.
Right.
No two things.
Even the feet. Mm-hmm. I'd do the feet.
Did you mean to say to fill in the gap before you said that? Because, I mean...
There are no two things on Kate from Drew Carey Show's body that I would not put my penis between, is what I said.
Right, but right before you said that, you said just to fill in the gap because Scott was looking for something, and I thought that was unintended, but also very clever.
I didn't mean that. Oh, okay.
Two questions.
I should have just taken the...
Question one.
One, what do you think Jeff Foxworthy's mustache tastes like?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to.
Two, who on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour do you think has the rankest farts?
Larry the Cable Guy.
That seems like the obvious choice, right? But
what's the Ron
name? White. Ron White.
For sure. He's got
Ron Tater Salad's just eating straight garbage all the time, right?
Yeah.
He openly admits to eating at Cracker Barrel, which means he has nothing but runny dumps.
Yeah. And he drinks a lot of whiskey, so it's like whiskey on top of bacon and eggs and just like all just greasy nonsense. It's got to be the worst.
Has anyone here ever been to a Cracker Barrel?
I have multiple times.
Yeah.
I always leave with the shits every single time. And I already have the shits. So when I say like I got the shits from something, it's like I got the double shits.
I feel like Cracker Barrel is just like one tier above Golden Corral. You know what I mean? Like it's the same. Yeah, fair. Totally. It's fair. Like you go to Golden Corral on a Tuesday and you let your son put his entire hand in that chocolate fondue fountain, but then on Sunday after church for supper, you go to the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. But you never leave a Golden Corral without hepatitis A, no matter which one you go to. You always get it.
Cracker Barrel is like Golden Corral, but they did actually prepare it just for your table.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. You have to walk through a gift shop to get there. They spit
specifically in your food. The guy who picked his nose and didn't wash his hands made your food specifically.
Yeah, all the preppers, they're the ones that spit in your food instead of the person that's in front of you that hates you, that leaves their fingernail clipping behind.
Right. Oh, God, that one was the worst somehow. Isn't that crazy?
I was picturing a fingernail stuck to a Band-Aid just on the side of like... Oh, God.
It's in your mashed potatoes, too, the worst place you could be. So perfectly hidden.
Can you imagine a Golden Corral charcuterie board? Is that how you say that? Charcuterie?
Charcuterie, yeah.
I say charcuterie because I'm a fucking idiot. I refuse to say it any other way. And I love the looks I get when I'm like, yeah, where's your charcuterie? And they're like...
Also, I feel like that's the whole visage thing again, too. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Like, everybody's right.
Yeah, it's like you knew what I meant when I said it.
Yeah.
Why you being a dick? Why is this the hill you're going to die on? You know what I mean?
I gotta play more of that game, by the way. I gotta poop myself some more.
Pretty good.
All right, I'm keeping us on track. We have a main topic to discuss this week, and to be honest with you, it's a little underwhelming. I'm giving away the farm. The first episode of the What If series from Marvel has dropped on Disney Plus. The first episode centers around the very advertised what if scenario, or scenario, if you're an asshole, of Peggy Carter getting the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers. And I'm going to be honest with you boys, even though it's an Elseworlds thing, the entire thing was incredibly predictable.
I mean, yeah, it's literally just the plot of the first movie, but it's Peggy Carter instead of Steve Rogers.
I didn't hate it, but I also could have never watched it and been perfectly fine without having ever seen it. Can't even talk. The animation was cool. I like the style.
I didn't.
And I'm done. That's all I got.
I didn't like anything about it. No? There wasn't a single redeeming moment. What if we wasted 24 minutes of your time? Is what this show is. What if you just turn the TV off and go fuck yourself for 25 minutes instead? Right?
Yeah. What if we got more of your money is what this show should be called. What if we got even more? Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah. You fucking idiots.
I could eat nothing but Golden Corral with a Cracker Barrel sundae tossed in the mix for days and weeks and months. And the runny dump of a shit, like the landslide wiping out coastal villages. Butt mud, just a stingray, absolute just chaos pouring forth from my asshole. Wouldn't compare. It would pale in comparison to the piece of shit that this was in every single moment that it stained my Vizio with its presence. I don't know why I keep mentioning that with Vizio like it's something impressive. They're dog shit TVs, guys. Don't buy them. Don't do it.
Yeah, they don't last too long.
It's like you think, oh, it's $125. Then you get like maybe 6 months of use out of it.
This show asked the question, what if everything happened largely the same, except it's just people are a little different? Yeah. What if we put toenails in your mashed potatoes? I'd rather eat the toenail mashed potatoes at Golden Corral. I would. I thought the animation was good. I'll give it that. That's it. It was fucking boring. It was stupid. Yeah. Iron Man or Steve Rogers being like Iron Man prototype. Yeah, like Iron Giant type thing was so stupid. I got shot, so she went in the machine instead. Okay, cool. Like It was
the second they didn't kill Steve Rogers in the beginning, it lost any.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we give credit? That was not Chris Evans voicing him, but it sounded just like him.
Oh, they didn't get the Chrissy, huh?
I will. He was one of the only ones that didn't. I think he probably cost too much change. But that guy sounded, dude, and I knew that it wasn't him going into it, and that guy fooled me a couple times.
I imagine Chris Evans reading the script and being like, I'm not fucking doing that. No.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with that shit, man.
Fuck out of here.
I'll be back in 6 years when I have no other prospects.
The thing is, he's always going to have other prospects, because he's a phenomenal actor. And just an absolute baby.
He's just a sweetheart. My God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he just walked in the room and kissed you on the cheek? You wouldn't even react to it. It would just be totally normal.
I don't have to imagine it. I'd imagine it every night.
Yeah. Can you imagine how quickly you would divorce your wife if that happened? I would kick Ron out of the house tonight. I'm glad she can't hear me. Wouldn't end well.
Tonight. You'd be gone.
I was expecting her to just pop her head into the door like, excuse me? What did you say about Chris Evans?
I'm just picturing you and Chris Evans raising a beautiful Asian baby together now. It's got Gutenberg sitcom energy to it. I fuck with it. Yeah.
I don't. Are we done talking about this already?
Although, like, we would be that couple that people would see like me and Chris Evans, and they'd be like, All right, the short, fat one has to have a huge dick, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ever see it?
What
Like, there's a
reality are you
real
the short one?
imbalance.
You're like a foot taller than me. What does that make me?
I'm just saying, Chris Evans is like 9 feet tall or something.
Am I Steve Rogers pre-serum? Is that what I am to you?
No, but you know what I
You're
mean?
short?
Like when you see like there's a total imbalance between like the attractiveness of the couple, you're like,
Am I the Danny DeVito to your Arnold in your mind?
Wet pussy.
I was waiting for somebody to bring up a fucking reference to that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm very proud of you.
But again, like, there's not really anything to talk about here. Like seeing this for
There's not. It was just bad.
Seeing this first,
Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher. That was good. I like
should be
his
Morgan
voice.
Freeman.
Yeah.
That should be Morgan Freeman.
I'm tired of Morgan Freeman. I'm tired.
Yeah,
of him.
I can do without.
We will now travel through space and time to another dimension wherein things happened a little bit differently. You're not tired of hearing that in every fucking thing ever?
If there was ever a character that Morgan Freeman should have voice acted in the MCU, it would be the Watcher. I think if you think about it, if you take some time to digest.
In this particular story,
Yes.
Steve Rogers never quite becomes Captain America.
But everything else is.
But another
yes.
does. What if? I started to lose it towards the end. I'm not going to do another one. I feel like it's like degrading over time.
It's like once you lose the Freeman, you can't get it. You have to go through it.
It's sort of like everybody can do one good Chewbacca, and then the second one sucks.
Untrue. I cannot do a good one.
Freeman.
But I'm not going to. I couldn't do it again. It's going to be bad.
I'm Morgan Freeman. I am reborn.
I am Morgan Freeman.
Oh no!
I am also Morgan Freeman.
It's
like Ben-Hur. All right. This is.
I am Morgan Freeman. I am born.
What do you mean? This is comedy gold right now. I'm listening to you guys try to do Morgan.
What are you trying?
I actually want to hear you. I want to hear you do Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
No lie, I'm cutting out this review to post separately, and people are gonna be so fucking mad because we said 3 lines about this show. It's so mediocre, and now we're discussing. And you guys just did Morgan Freeman impressions.
The poop came out in a long, thin strand. It was Wiener poop. Remember when we fucking named our beer pong team Wiener Poop so that the announcer had to say it every time we were up at the fucking bar? All right, the gyms and Wiener Poop, you're up.
Oh my god, that was so good. Was that the night that you touched the bus?
That might have been the touch the bus night. It could have been.
I think I told you that story before, Chris, right?
The bus? Yeah, you have. Touch the bussy.
Yeah, touch the bussy. Way ahead of my time.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have anything else to say about it. It was so mediocre.
But seeing this episode, you see it's exactly what Derek predicted was going to be. And like you can already see all these other stories.
Oh, yeah.
We know exactly how the Ironmonger episode is going to play out now. So it's probably going to be the same fucking thing. You know, like, was it Obadiah's? What's his fucking name?
Obadiah Stone?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's very pretty, but it's just a dumb concept.
I think it's a better testament that we just end it that quickly because I have a good outro story and I'd like to get to it. If you
please let us not Morgan Freeman you anymore.
Scott, I need to tell you something about Derek.
Oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, I don't like this. I'm sweating. Oh, I'm sweating. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it. No. No. I don't like it.
I'm really excited.
What did I tell you?
Excited.
No. This is over. We're done. We're done.
Really
you can find us on Twitter at TCN. No, wait. It's the Cynical Nerd, and I'm Dr. Gloom, DRG, LOOM, MD. My name is Swearwolf Feist. I'm currently playing through the Silent Hill series and Dead by Daylight. That's SWEARWOLFE.
Very good. If I asked you if you thought if Derek liked Harry Potter or did not like it, what would you think the answer?
I think he likes it, but I think he hates the fan base. I think he enjoys certain things about the films, but he can't stand the cringe lord douchebaggery. We talk about The Office. The Office probably isn't a bad show.
That's the exact comparison I drew the other day.
Yeah. It's not as bad as we make it out to be in our heads, but it's because we've had to listen to people doing the Beats Bears Battlestar Galactica bullshit for.
Yeah, I see your face, Chris. This was not the slam dunk you thought it was going to be.
You thought I was going to hate on him, right?
No, I assumed.
I think I've always been forthright about the fact that I like Harry Potter and just not the fan base.
Really?
Yeah.
How have I just totally whiffed that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
We're watching the movies, dude. We're loving them. They're good news.
I gotta tell you, the build up to that though was way better than the
story
that wasn't a story.
I don't know if I got like drunk one night and was like like confided in you about something really important.
And he chose now to like tell everybody.
That I told you not to say. Yeah.
Don't ever tell Scott.
So seriously though, guys, seriously, what do you think Jeff Foxworthy's mustache smells like? The answer is Larry the Cable Guy's asshole. Have a good night, everybody.
We can't do that yet.
Hang on, I did your sign outs. That just feels that doesn't.
You
feel
did.
good.
That's
what if we really just ended it there?
To be
though?
honest with you,
that'd be incredible.
Yeah. What if we have
everybody would be so confused.
What if we had this weird rule where, like, when Scott says, like, "All right, that's it," like we have to stop no matter what.
Here's how I'm gonna do it, and this is behind the scenes for everybody. As soon as he says that, I'm gonna cut and start playing the end music. And then it's going to taper back off, and we're going to actually do our sign off. Like everyone's going to think we're done.
Oh, so this is the hidden track of our podcast. Okay. Yo,
this is the hidden track of the podcast.
We gotta. Can you make that outro song play all the way through so people actually have to listen to it? And this is like a bonus track of the podcast.
Yeah. No. Because they'll stop it. They'll stop the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. That makes this a bonus track. Only those who are too lazy. Maybe they're driving somewhere. They're fucking around with their GPS.
It's not even that long of an end song. It just plays like this last section of the.
It's true. Let's try. Can we open up saying? Gotcha, you fucking dumbasses.
If you sync up our podcast to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, you can hear a door slam at the same time that Jim Carrey slams the door and leaves the apartment, guys. It's crazy.
Derek?
Somebody make a fart sound first.
Couldn't hear that.
I didn't hear it.
Was it a silent fart? Oh, it was a little guy.
Why don't I hear your farts? What's happening right now? I feel like you're messing with me.
It's because Discord doesn't pick it up as a talking voice.
Oh, okay. It hides farts. That's really good to know. That's useful.
Don't worry. There's gonna be 2 farts on there on the actual recording, and you guys are gonna go. I didn't hear anything. So you just call me the Ghost Whisperer.
You can find me on Twitch sometimes and Twitter at Dr. Gloom MD. That's DRGLOOMMD.
We've been having a fucking blast playing Hunt. We got to play more of it.
We do. We do.
Play more Hunt. We got to play more Hunt. What else is coming out that I'm excited about?
It's weird that I did my sign off and now you're talking about video games that are coming out. It feels so disjointed.
Yeah,
and strange.
I'm sorry. You're right.
It's okay. Please continue.
I had meant to talk about Hunt earlier, but there's nothing else to say besides we've been trying to put together some group plays for us so we can put on our Twitter and our channels.
I got lots of editing to do.
And maybe you'll see them soon. But my name is Chris, and you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at TCN Plays. I just purchased Final Fantasy 15 for the PC.
Great game.
I don't know what's happening to me because I've never historically been a Final Fantasy fan. I wanted a big boy. I wanted a big open world, and I'm ready to stick my by all accounts mediocre sized penis into that game and see how it feels on the tip.
I'm just saying that from the moment you hear Florence the Machine play in the beginning, it's like someone's fondling your balls and working the shaft. Just fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like it? I didn't
finish it, but every second of it I played was a joy.
Wait, did you start it?
Yes.
No, Chris, did you start it?
I played the tutorial last night because I wanted to get the settings right for when I stream it tomorrow. So no, I haven't. It started the intro because it had to, so I saw them push the car, and then I turned it off. Right. And then I saw super hot big titted mechanic.
Oh, Cindy, right, or Sydney? Yeah, Sydney,
because that's when they let you take control finally.
Right. Of your dick.
What celebrity ghost do you think would suck the worst? Like, what dead celebrity would be just awful to have haunt your house?
Yeah. Jared Leto, because he would constantly be method acting as a ghost, and he would never let me sleep.
Right, it's like it's not method acting when you are a ghost. You could just be yourself finally in death, Jared. Like, relax.
We get it. You were in Dallas Buyers Club. Fuck out of here. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Doesn't he die of AIDS in that movie?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it. Say it.
Good.
Go ahead.
Say what?
Say it. Go ahead. Say you hope he does in real life.
No.
Scott, where can everybody find you at?
They can't.
I'm gonna keep a straight face for this. I'm doing a good job.
That was so disarming. Oh, you're doing a good job, Chris. Keep it up. Keep it up there, Carol.
Thank you.
I forgot your name already started with a C, so I didn't need to go to another C name. Ooh, biting the top lip. Good move. Sort of smacking his lips a little bit, sucking his teeth. There we go. All right.
we can't use any of this.
I don't think we
This is the hidden track, baby. It's the hidden track.
It's true.
This is B-roll footage. Scott, where can everybody find you?
Imagine if you're one of those pretentious, unbearable cunts that loves the Beatles, and like you find the hidden track, and it's just them mumbling on opioids in a fucking room for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I am your worst.
Just Ringo talking about his foreskin for 45 minutes.
Do you know that Yoko Ono made a 45-minute film of John Lennon's dick just getting hard and then coming by itself and then just going flaccid? That's the entire movie. It's not a joke. It's real. No, it's real. It's totally real. I'm gonna link it to you.
Is he just jacking off in it?
No, like he like some sort of tantric like meditation. No, he just gets hard and he just comes. I've never seen it, but I read about it. I don't ever want to see it. I don't even want to think about it, but I had to like infect someone else with it. I'm hoping
it makes sense though, because like there's no way Yoko Ono touching your dick would make it hard, right?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely
tantric sex to come.
That's why she had to film, because he's like, don't come near me or I won't get there.
Yeah, the tantric sex meditation was like a mandatory for him, or he was never gonna come again.
Right.
I feel like oral sex with Yoko Ono is her just screaming at your dick like she does on stage. Just, he's like, oh god.
It's like, you don't have to do that. I've never been into that.
But the thing is, like, she's doing it for her. She doesn't care.
Yeah,
it gets her off for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Scott, where can everybody find you?
That's how Yoko Ono comes, guys.
You find me just talking shit and wasting time in that secret bonus track, guys.
Here he is.
Right here.
God damn it.
Oh, you want... I'm just trying to see how long I can drag this out before you make me stop.
Make it a 2.5 hour long episode. Like, we end up with the same amount of time anyway.